Hello and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Pisces for the month of September. Please remember this is a general reading. There may be some parts that do not resonate. Please take the parts that do and leave the rest. You may also want to check out your other signs. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is a spread that I have for you today. Dear Pisces, and again, this is for the month of September, which is here, which is unbelievable, that the summer is almost over. But in the past position, we have the world clarified by the Tower. In the challenging position, we have the Ten of Cups clarified by the King of Wands. And in the present position, we have the Hanged Man clarified by the Justice card, and in the future outcome position we have the Hierophant clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. It's a pretty difficult, time that you're going to be going through in the month of September, but you should come out of it ahead. You will feel a little bit of stress, you'll feel a little bit of negativity, but you definitely have a lot to look forward to, even though you may not see it just yet. Definitely things will develop very much in your favor, and the obstacles that you feel now that are insurmountable, you will of course overcome them. In the past position we have the World, which is a very positive card. It is a card of a completion of a cycle. It's a card that says you have gone through quite a lot and you were victorious, you were successful, you learned a lot through experience, through hard work. This card is a warning to remind you to make sure that you remember the mistakes that you've made in the past. The Tower card is also in the past position, which is a good position for the Tower card to be. It means the worst is behind you. Of course, it's definitely a chaotic card, somewhat scary, very powerful card. It's definitely a card that kind of shakes the certain aspects of your life to the core. You kind of feel it, and it's a card of chaos, definitely negative energy. It's volatile card, cannot be stopped, and as you can see, the crown here is falling, saying that whoever was sitting, in power, for example, like a boss, was unseated and no longer sits in that power that that person was accustomed to. Definitely the Tower card is about something in your life that you experienced in the past that was an unexpected change, and it's funny because it's paired with the World, so maybe you were not aware that a Tower moment was coming, and you were pretty proud of your accomplishments, you were pretty proud of your successes, and then something unexpected happened that kind of made you feel like you had to restructure something, adapt, but restructure maybe a relationship or some kind of a understanding at work, if you will, maybe a friendship, where, you realize that unfortunately things cannot continue as at first you thought they were going to. It's about drastic change that had effect on you and continues to have effect on you because you remember it, and you may feel at times a little bit bitter about it. It's definitely trauma that has taught you quite a lot. The trauma from the past may be affecting how you feel today. A major change occurred. But the good thing is that it is in the past, and that is behind you, and you're moving forward. Of course, in the negative obstacle position we've got the Ten of Cups as well as the King of Wands, and the Ten of Cups is normally a very happy card. It's a card of joy, of family, of fulfillment. Your cup is full and it's running over, meaning your dreams came true. You have this wonderful family, you have this house in the background. People are happy, people are enjoying their life, their existence on this beautiful planet. And of course, in the negative position, the Ten of Cups means the reverse of that. It means you may be feeling trapped in the family life that you're having. Maybe you're feeling trapped in the responsibilities that you have. Maybe you would like to travel, but you can't because something is holding you at home. Maybe you'd like to take a job, or maybe you would like to go to a school that is not close to home. There's some kind of wishes that you have, or a wish that is taking you away from what you're used to. And it's creating tense feelings inside of you. It's creating nervousness, anxiety. You're feeling worried about the future. But you're also kind of contributing to it. You're not willing to compromise. To me, it feels like that's what this card says. And it could be that you got your happily ever after, and it turned out that it's not happily after all. Like, maybe you did feel like a person who felt loved, but you realize that it wasn't fulfilling you. You realize that it kept you from pursuing things, that you didn't realize were out there, and now you do, and you want to pursue them. And so maybe you're trying to break away from that happy family image that is projected to, people on the outside. But then again, people do tend to pick up on these things. The Ten of Cups is also, you could feel that maybe something is not up to your expectations. Like, you were expecting one thing and you got a whole different thing. Maybe, maybe you didn't do enough research or preparations before you pursued this kind of path. And so now that you are, you worked really hard, because it's Ten of Cups. That's a lot of work that was put into this area of your life. Or maybe this is something at work where you feel like, you finally got the project completed, and it's and you just can't wait to get away from it. Or maybe it's, a school that you decided to go to, and it turned out to be that it's not what you thought. Maybe, the projection that you received at first is not the actuality that you're feeling later. So definitely there's quite a bit of resentment and a little bit of stress. And of course, the King of Wands, generally, he's a very positive card. He's someone passionate. He's magnetic. He likes to be a center of the room. He likes attention a lot. He's usually like a life of the party. He wants to make people laugh. He also wants to be popular. He's also adaptable, as the situations arise. He has been through quite a lot. He's a king. He has some resources. He has authority. He has been through a lot. He has experience. He knows what he wants. But as we know, there could be also negative things to people that are close to us. And, in this placement, the King of Wands is someone who believes he's always right. And so he may be pushing people a little bit away with his approach. It could be that he is someone that is kind of like difficult at times to deal with. Maybe he kind of is demanding. Maybe he sort of pushes people away with his manner of being. It could also be, it's, of course, someone that is around you that is having this influence on you, that is creating kind of a little bit of stress because you were expecting a little bit more support. So definitely you are thinking that this King of Wands is not the most pleasant of individuals. He seems to be overworked and very demanding and very kind of difficult to approach. There are people sometimes who are easy to approach. It's not, he kind of has still a lot of fear in his heart. In the present position, we've got the Hanged Man clarified by Justice. The Hanged Man, some people interpret interpret as it's a person who's voluntarily hanging upside down to have a different perspective on the situation at hand. I don't think that is the case with the Hanged Man. I think that the Hanged Man is feeling frustration. I think the Hanged Man is feeling stuck, feeling like you're going through some sort of a punishment, feeling like you are not understood by people around you, or people that you know, kind of expect to be supportive of you. You know, it's definitely a painful experience. Just looking at the Hanged Man is a little bit, it creates a little bit of tension, because it is someone who feels stuck, someone who understands that in order for him to get out of this situation, he's gonna have to sacrifice. He's gonna have to give something up. There is also a little bit of betrayal associated with the Hanged Man. Definitely intense energy, and not in a positive way. Pretty negative card. Definitely kind of scary a little bit. Maybe you will be going through something, not necessarily scary, that's not the right word, maybe a little bit tense, maybe a little bit frustrating. It's definitely, in order, you know, for, it's a card of struggle. You know, it's, this person is struggling, and they're not happy, and they're not smiling, and they certainly don't want to be hanging upside down. And if they are hanging upside down, it is not because they did it voluntarily. It is because they were placed there. Justice is a card. It's interesting that it's paired with the Hanged Man, but justice is a warning to you that you need to restore balance in your life, that you're missing balance. Maybe you're spending too much time at home. Maybe you're not spending enough money, enough time with people, you know, outside of your home. Maybe friends, maybe people with kind of same interests or same likes. You know, it's important to have a wide network so that you can get ideas and you know, advice from people around you. But the Justice here is a bit of a warning, and it's a card of realignment. It's a card that suggests you may receive advice, you may receive guidance, maybe you will need guidance in order to restore the balance. And you know, if you did good things in the past, then justice will bring good things to you now. If you did bad things in the past, it will bring a karmic realignment. So that could be why you're feeling a little bit stuck. It could be that the wheels of karmic realignment are turning, and you are kind of, you know, not understanding as to why you're not progressing. It seems like you're doing everything you can, you're paying attention, but still, you know, the best thing to me this combination suggests to do is to surrender and to let go. This card is about changing, you know, this combination is about changing your perspective, and of course restoring the balance to your life, and making sure that you spend equal amount of time and energy on all the areas of your life, you know, home life, work life, as well as your body, that you take care of your spiritual needs, you also take care of your physical needs, and that you put healthy things in your body, and that you drink plenty of water, and that you do get a lot of rest. That helps restore everything, and kind of brings you back to vitality again. In the future position, we've got the Hierophant clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. The Hierophant is a rather conservative person. He's kind of strict. Could be like a member of your family, could be a teacher, it could be like an older friend or a boss or a husband. It could be, of course, a wife. It could be, you know, like anyone who is kind of a rule follower. There's always someone that we know who follows all the rules, who makes sure things are done properly. You know, this person likes partnerships, he likes commitment, he likes stability. Of course, it's a Taurus card, so it's a very grounding person. It could be stubborn a little bit, kind of too stubborn in tradition at times, you know, because sometimes traditions have to be changed, and old patterns have to become new patterns. But, the Hierophant is generally viewed as a very positive card, and if it's to be viewed as a situation, it's a very stable situation that you will feel stability, you will feel grounded, you will feel like your feet are on a solid ground, which is the opposite of how you feel here, where you're upside down. And you will, I think, appreciate the earth kind of element present. The Ten of Pentacles is a very positive card, very good for your finances. It's a card of inheritance, maybe transfer of wealth. It's a card of stability. So it just basically reinforces the Hierophant already. And I mean, regardless of whether it's for love or whether it's for work, whether it's for a friendship, this is a very good omen. This is a very positive card. It says that, there was something in your life that you will be proud of. There is something in your life that you have achieved, and it's through your own hard work. You earned it. It wasn't handed to you. You definitely worked hard for it as well. So the Hierophant and the Ten of Pentacles, the combination here suggests that, you've been through a bit of quite a tense, period of time. Just sort of allow things to fall into place as they will, and allow things for a little bit to play out as they will. That way you can conserve a little bit of energy, you can build up a little bit of power, and you can also, move forward towards your goals and dreams with renewed kind of vitality. But the combination here suggests that this is the time to sort of sit back and not interfere too much, because there's a very, very good chance that the situation, of course, will play out in your favor. Regardless, I mean, you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is a very good omen. I don't see any losses that you will incur. I mean, you will go through a tense moment because you've got the Hanged Man here, and of course the Tower still has a little bit of a lingering effect, but all those things are very much overcomable, if that's even a word, and you're moving definitely in the right direction. Let's see if we can clarify some of this with 3 energy oracle cards that I pulled, and they are Woman Holding a Coin, very good for your financial side of things, and Patience, and Healer of the Ages. Definitely you're doing some healing, especially with this Tower card and the Hanged Man and everything. Definitely you're taking a little bit of time to yourself, kind of recuperate, rejuvenate, and make sure that you are able to gather your strength for the next set of dreams and goals that you may have. This person here is a spirit coming to you and bringing resolution to physical, mental, and emotional ills, helping to unblock stuck energy and revitalize your life force. You may have felt this strong presence recently, or you may just be opening to the wonderful sensations now. You can call upon this emissary of miraculous transformation whenever you need vitality, balance, or renewal. All of us get stuck at some point in our lives. All of us feel like we're unable to move past something that maybe is bothering us, or something that we really wanted or really worked hard for. That does not mean we're unable to have it. It's just we need to change how we look at it. And so the healer is like a message from the divine to transmit to you, to explain to you that the divine is working in realigning the karmic wheels, and they are in your favor, and you are moving slowly towards the goal. Maybe sometimes you have to go in a roundabout way. The Woman Holding a Coin is definitely good for money, health, those types of things. This woman is holding a bright gold coin. When this card appears, it may suggest that you may have a successful endeavor regarding your finances or health. Definitely those two things are kind of are those are your strong points. They're definitely working in your favor. And of course, patience, it's a reminder to let go of desperation. desperation is kind of one of those things that gets you further away from your dream. Faith is something that tells us that your dreams will come true, maybe not in the way you see them, maybe not when you see them, but they will in due time. This card reminds us to relax and to let go of the single-minded desperation. Don't try to force your will on a particular option. When you think there's only one solution to satisfy your need, you're blocking other solutions from coming your way. Let go of the anxiety and be flexible. Be adaptable, be patient, be creative. Choose to be peaceful in the present. The universe has more options than you may be aware of. Quiet your mind, broaden your perspective, and let them come through. So definitely taking a little bit of time to yourself. This is where, of course, the healing comes in. Making sure that you meditate, making sure that you just, clear your mind of all thoughts and focus on the positive. Even if you're only able to focus on the positive a little bit, when you remind to do it often, a little bit plus a little bit equals a lot of bit. So when you train your mind to think positively and to be patient, then definitely you will achieve your dreams much faster. Let's see what the answers from angel cards have for us. And they are: take action, wonderful, romance, and ask for help from others. Definitely very supportive cards. The divine is suggesting that, if you feel frustrated, or if you feel like you cannot solve a problem, even if it's really deeply personal, make sure you reach out to others. There's all kinds of help out there, and I think that people would, based from this reading, people have a very high opinion of you. People are only happy to help you, so make sure you do ask for advice. Of course, the romance card suggests that there may be a little bit of temptation, especially if you are in a relationship. There's definitely going to be a third party that may be kind of paying you a lot of attention. And of course, taking action is very important. The patience and the taking action, they're not contradictory. When you are dealing with something and you really want your goal or your dream to be achieved, and it's taking a long time, it suggests take action in something else. So you kind of put one problem on ice and you deal with another, so that you are constantly moving forward and hopefully achieving your dreams. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for visiting. I will see you next time.